皆さん、おはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。Bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir. 今日少し新しいものを解消します。Je veux sur le mirror under the quelque chose de nouveau. Today we have something special and new I want to introduce to everyone. So after that video, we just have finished a chapter last week. So I want to start another chapter this time. And that is concerned with everyone's desire and demanding in your mind. So that is very important. When after we introducing what is produced, what is labor's income, capital, and necessity. So that is a very basic concept when we talk about economic theory. But after last chapter, today's chapter we have to discuss more and more deeper. When we talk about the demand and satisfy. In the economic theory, the two terms is very important factor that we are going to discuss. Why the economic activities will run just like that. So we have to know not only the consumer but the producer. What is the demand, and what is the satisfied? When we talk about the demand in very common people, we always know the demand is from everyone's daily life's expenditure. So we have to pay for children's education or the household expenditure or other appliances that they want to enjoy. So sometimes the leisure times fee is necessary to spend. So when we talk about demand, that is just covers so many reasons. That is so complicated. So when we talk about the demand, from the very tiny things, just like the diet every day, to the very, very highest enjoying like a trip to go abroad or to go to the highest hotel for a very luxurious meal, or just buy the very expensive dress, or go to the banquet that is very, very gorgeous. So when we talk about demand, that is covered by so many factors in it. But we have to know this because in the economic theory, the demand is always a very important factor. Just to know about this, and then we can solve so many questions that we will encounter in the economic theory. So just we know the human beings demanding what they need, and then all the entrepreneur can just create so many products that cater to all the people's need. So the demand is always very important element that the scholar always go to discuss it. So when we talk about the demand, there is another term is just linked with it. That is satisfied. We cannot only talk about the demand without satisfied. Why? Because it is only because satisfied. Thus, the demand wants its meaningfulness. So every demand needs satisfied feeling and value. So we have to do and to produce and to offer, contribute all the demands that can satisfy all the people. So that is very important. Just only discuss the demand. We have so many items and so many aspects we have to discuss. So demand is just covered by so many things, because the people in the world is just so numerous. So everyone has its desiring. So how we can satisfy them? Then we can just grasp the favor of earning money. That is very realistic. So, but we always preach people, if you want to earn the money, you have to cater people's appetite and make them satisfied. So that is very interesting. So in the economic theory, we always discuss this. Just like we have some situation in our society. So just like the showbiz, why we talk about the showbiz? The circle, the industrial of the entertainment is very interesting part. So they just link with so many aspects that can expanding out not only the commercial industrial, but also the young people's world is just related with the education industrial, but also sometimes the political industrial. You can see some political commentators will go to the program that in the showbiz. That is very interesting. So when we talk about the need, the demand and satisfied, we can always imagine with the showbiz. So how we can just exert it and make it just to be developed, and then make something meaningful to the society. Well, I always like to say this. One day, if you have the opportunity enter to be the artist of the showbiz, you have to know one thing. You are not a person yourself. Just like this, you just feel yourself like a product. and you have to do something right. You have to respect and always preach something. You have to show your enthusiasm. Maybe in the politics, you can say that I respect the President Tsai so much. She's my idol, and always quote her sentence around every time. You have to shape your image that you are not just an artist, you are a person, a product that is just always shining some very, very mono meaning. I don't suggest that artists in the showbiz always just show out their personal feelings all the time. That is not very profession. So then, after you have developed and set up your very perfect image, you can just respect, just be a guest because you like science. You can just respect the former President Ma because you like the Kuomintang. You feel the Kuomintang has a very, very precious historic meaning. Or you can just show up. You respect the President Joe Biden just like me because you just want to promote and preach what is eat the bitterness of the bitterness, then you can grow up to a very, very great man. So that is an old saying that. So you just respect a person. You are just doing this just like a very, very serious thing to establish a very important image. And then you have to use your influence that to affect to these industrial to move up. So when we talk about the demand and satisfied, when we talk about the showbiz, the demand is in spiritual nutrition that people need. People like this idol and a big man that is always contribute, and they don't want any very evil luxury enjoying. People like some idol that is very plain and they work hard and sometimes very humble and modest, but they finally in her or his whole life sacrifice and contribute all their life to just exert and to accomplish some very giant and great project that is influence all the people's life. So it is the people's need. So showbiz have to hold and to make your image that is very fresh and clearly that you always respect these people and always preach people all the mass to just go to admire this idol and a big man. You have to do one thing, it is to round up other industrials just inspiring and running them. Therefore, here the economic activities are all running 了。So, people love to work. After you were influenced, people love to work. And they like you all to preach something they always want to absorb. Then people will feel very satisfied. So that is why I always want people to think about things not only in a very fixed way, but another very unbelievable way or just alternative way. So that is a way I always would like to talk about. So when we talk about need and satisfy, just like this. And then I hope all the artists, you can just hold and want your professionalism. Exact, I just told, you have to preach. You have to have some very, very meaningful image. To select one very important character from all the world, just you like, and they are just have certain influence in the world, and preach it. And today your fans and all the people believe you. You are just an artist, but always to deliver the very meritorious meaning to everyone. You are not a person, you are not an artist, you are a preacher. Let people believe it, and they will like you so much. Because you are not only an artist, you just like a microphone. You are just like another very important media. Always just talk about people's like. Maybe so many people like Mr. President Joe Biden, maybe the President Obama, maybe the Bill Gates, or the creator of the Facebook. Although it is a little bit to exaggerate if you feel that, but that is work. You have to believe me. And the creator of the Apple, Jobs. So many people, it are words to be memorized. I hope artists can prepare this to turn another leaf in your career. You have to be just like such a character. So, and then you have to know people's thinking. So just you have the opportunity, you can just go to the stage and have an address. Remember to appreciate all the people, especially your fans. Always be humble, be modest. That is the theory. Will not fail. Thousands years. Always be humble and modest. Even a merchant, he always know that. If I always so selfish, arrogant, who will want to buy his or her merchandise? Even the merchant, they know this. Why don't you think about this, artist? So that is very important. Needs and satisfied. Just in the showbiz situation. So then, you can just to develop your work and activities. Your work is not only to offer the entertainment, make people happy and merry, make the people's hearts so exciting, but also you have to make yourself have some very important image. You can just to practice, to remember and bear some very famous sentences in mind. When the timing is good, to preach out. Always be a very decent character. To let people know that they like you just like who that is very important in the world. You are not just the artist, you are just a very important media. Then people like you, always give you so many supporting. Because just your existence, then they can just hold their mood inspiring, that always work hard and live so earnestly because they love the idol is be preached by you. So that is demand and satisfied. Today we just to have a beginning about this. What is the demand and the satisfied? So that is very interesting. I use the example of the Showbiz situation. Then I will just to introduce something others that is very important like this. And that is very important. If your work is very, very easy to earn money, you have to notice one thing. If people just in one time know about the true fact underground, they will feel very, very unfair. If you are not so easy to get this salary, you have to tell them that is not easy. But you have always remember that so many complaints are not a very good way to make a balance in an industrial. So that is very good. From now on, choose and select one that you respect and always promote him or promote her to make a very good ambassador that of some big people. You can try, make all the people believe you, and your appearance is just to promote and to claim and to announce, deliver, declare that how the very important influence this very important character has. That is a very good reason and method that can make a very good balance in a society. So that is demand and satisfy. Okay, the following chapter we will talk about demand and satisfy. So today is the first video. We use a very interesting example to show about this. What is the demand? So the people's demand, they want to see and they want to enjoy. It's not your it's not your luxurious life. It's not you always show how much money you get. It's not you always to present your enrichment. Even it's not to see you always boasting how easy you can get so much money. That is all very evil things. you have to turn another new leaf. To make all your image and your work career become a demand from the people and satisfy them. Thus, you can just go to run your career very smoothly. And that is all the people want. They don't want to see all the unfair things just descending down on the society. You have to turn. That is very important. Showbiz is a media in itself meaning all the way. That is very, very important thing that you have to think about. Just do it from now on. Make people that you always preach, promote, and claim, and declare, and advocate. You are just a very, very moral and decent media platform. So that is very, very interesting. Next time, we can just talk about the law of the diminishing marginal utility and the Golden law. Then we will introduce what is economic surplus. The economic surplus has two sides. One is consumer, another is producer. The surplus. Okay, this is today's video. We talk about what is demand, what is the satisfied, and then people like the showbiz and they love to work. Then they can just do something is benefit to all the financial industrial, all the companies. Your boss, the president, will like to use these people to make their products easy to be sold. So that is a circle linked to another circle. You can just insist on not spend any money and hold your economic life very, very insistent. So and then you can just go and see. No one wants you to pay anything. No one. Don't be worried about this. Okay, this is today's video that is very interesting. The following videos we will talk about another new chapter that is called Needs and Satisfied. So today we use a very interesting example to just make you know what is need, what is satisfied. So use the example of the showbiz and people's needs and satisfy what you have to do. So that is very amazing. We solve the needs and satisfy, then we find the money's direction. That is very, very unbelievable. So okay, this is today's video. I hope you can like this chapter. Next chapter we will just introduce another thing. Maybe to introduce you how you can justify the very tiny hints in the need, the demand and the satisfied that will be very, very inspiring. Maybe next time we will introduce another thing to you. So thank you for your watching. Hope you can have a very happy day. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.